Sally, and I'm back with another layout. And today I have this layout of, these photos of my grandson, and he had been asking me to scrapbook, to teach him how to scrapbook. So for his birthday, I bought him a 6x8 album and some supplies to go in there, and then he came and spent the night with me, and we scrapbooked together in the afternoon and evening, and then also in the next morning. So, and he loved it. You can tell he's got a kind of a smile. He's in this photo he's 7. So anyway, so I decided to back the photos there with that red paper, and it has a little bit of a pink cast to it because it's an old jelly bean soup paper from the watermelon gazpacho soup collection. It's the yellow bell pepper paper. And that's it's got it's ivory versus a white background, and it was time to get this used up. So I thought I'd pull in the red from that second day he was wearing that little red hood, or the hoodie with red. So I thought that was good. And then the background paper here is the aqua paper, is the Doodlebug Petite Prints in the Swimming Pool Gingham Linen, which is one of my favorite faux salad backgrounds to use. And so I am looking at a new Doodlebug collection that I have called, it's the Doodlebug Cute and Crafty collection. And so I'm just going through a bunch of the die cuts, and there's 2 die cut packs there, and they're called Odds and Ends and Chit Chats. So the most of the pieces here are coming from the Odds and Ends pack, which is the more ephemera pack, except for that I Love banner to the left underneath my hand, and that one comes from the Chit Chat, which tends to be mostly kind of sayings and that kind of thing, and they're punny, they're cute for scrapbook layouts, but also cards as well. So I'm just pulling anything I can find with red and aqua because I decided I'm going to use those 2 colors together on this layout. And it was kind of inspired by, he's got some blue on, but I found that handmade with love piece, and I thought that was super cute. And then he started doing this, and then his brother and sister really got into making scrapbooks as well too. So I had to print a bunch of pictures for them, and oh my gosh, they loved crafting. Still do. And that's part of the fun with working with kids, is they so enjoy it. All right, so I'm going to add that. I do have a plan to put that banner. I'm thinking I'm going to put it up on maybe some foam tape. And now I'm kind of trying to figure out where I can journal. So I'm using that. That's a traveler's notebook there underneath. That's a tape runner. So I did buy him some smaller tape runners. Mine were too big, so I bought him, and then I also gave him some glue, some more archival glue. So then I'm thinking maybe I can do a 3x4 card, but I like the idea of putting it there on the left, but it kind of saps your eye going across the page. So then I decided it would be better if I tucked it under this Handmade with Love die cut there. And I think that's a nice way to sort of emphasize it, and then the words are right at the end of the flow of all the photos. So I just think that's a nice way to do that. I found this piece from Ellie's Studio. I think it was from a vacation pack from ages ago. I hadn't used it yet, so it's time to get that used up. And I've really been trying to use up my Ellie's Studio 3x4 cards. I think it's been 2 years since I've bought any packs of them. They always have a really good sale right the day after Thanksgiving. All right, so I'm changing this up a little bit. I put the tape runner at the on the bottom there, and I have that I Love This banner as well. And like I said, I'm using just kind of using different colors here. And then I found those 2 tabs. Those tab stickers are from the Cute and Crafty This and That sticker sheet. So they, spell out, or they it's Crafty Fun there. And then there's two little pieces there, and I think they're sequins because they have little bottles of sequins. They have cute little faces. And I put those up there. I'll put those on some foam tape. I did decide to take the I Love This banner and put it on the top left, just because I wanted something on the top there too, so I kind of, the embellishment bounces back and forth across the photos there. So then that gets also, it gets some aqua to that bottom left cluster. I'm sorry, the I Love You is on the top right. Then there's some aqua in the bottom left embellishment. So then Doodlebug always has cute buttons and, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is one of the buttons, one of the die cut buttons you get from this and that pack. So I really like the way that kind of just adds a little bit of dimension. So I decided to put that up on the foam tape instead of the Handmade with Love. And then I added another button. Actually, that's like a little paint splash that comes with the collection. And I'm putting one piece in each of them up. The tape runner's up on foam tape as well too. Just to kind of try to get some dimension in here. I'm looking for some enamel dots now to get some more embellishment and dimension. And I decided I was originally going to call this Now I Have Done My Job, because that's what I said after when I posted these photos on, or some of these photos on Facebook, because, you know, now I've done my job because I've got one of my grandkids scrapbooking, or all of them really, except for the tiny little one who wasn't even 2 at this point. But anyway, the title was too long, and I really wanted to feature the photos because that, you know, he so loved what was going on, and he was really totally engaged in the process. So I thought it was neat to be able to feature those photos instead of such a big title in this particular case. And I'm really pulling whatever aquas and reds I have here, trying to work through it. So I'm going to use these red enamel dots. They're from Recollections. They're an old pack that I have, and that's Michael's store brand. So I'll put a red one in each of the clusters, and then I've, you know, used up 4 more dots. And then I also had some aqua dots in that one pack, but I decided instead to use some of the dots from this Bella Boulevard enamel dot pack, and these are the ice dots. I've had these for a while, so I'm really trying to work to get some of these Bella Boulevard dots, especially the bigger ones on pages. The bigger ones just didn't work for this. But, you know, again, here I was able to use up quite a few enamel dots. All right, guys, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. I will be back with another layout. I hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody.